What word will you use most in Japanese? What do you think? Stick around and find out what it is and how to use it, also how to pronounce it like a native speaker. First of all, おかえりなさい。上手。よくできた。いただきます。おいしい。ごちそうさまでした。ありがとう。This is the word you will use most in Japanese because whenever you buy something, you see people, or you have an interaction somewhere, you will probably want to thank them. There are so many ways to say thank you, and we've discussed this a little bit before and mentioned that the longer the greeting, the more formal it becomes. Remember, like in English, we say thanks, thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you so very much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And things like that. The longer the sentence becomes, the more formal it becomes. Okay? So, can you say these words after me? Domo. Arigato. Domo arigato. ありがとうございます。どうもありがとうございます。上手。よくできました。So as the greeting gets longer, it becomes more formal. You can use any combination of these words, just you can't say ございます by itself. So you can say どうも by itself or ありがとう by itself, but not ございます by itself only. Okay, so how will we remember this? Well, it looks like, and it sounds a bit like, alligator. So I'm sure you've heard the phrase, see you later, alligator. We're going to remember, thank you, alligator, because it means thank you, arigato. Now, if you write alligator and you pronounce it with the Japanese pronunciation, arigato, it's the same, right? Can you say ありがとう? バッチリ! すごい! 2 pronunciation tips now. Okay? The first one, we have this the sound. ありがとう. The. We've talked a little bit about the, darirurero before. It's not re, it's not li, it's not d, but it's a mixture of those 3 sounds. Relax your tongue. You don't need to use lots of muscles in your mouth, just relax them. And di, 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 di. Your tongue moves, but not as much as li, just di, di, di. Okay? Arigato, arigato. Can you say? Okay. For pronunciation tip number 2, many people ask me, for example, how do you say the city? Is it Hiroshima or is it Hiroshima? And that's because they're thinking like English needs a stress in the word. For speaking Japanese, it's great to practice taking out the stress in your words. Can you speak this way? Take the stress out of your speaking and it will help you to sound more like Japanese. Hiroshima, Hiroshima. You use all the syllables quite the same way. Hiroshima. Okay? This sounds more natural when speaking Japanese. People will tell you how great you are if you can speak more in this way. Okay? Hiroshima. So, thank you word is arigato. Can you stay the same and don't stress any syllable? Arigato. Arigato. 上手。じゃあ、頑張って、頑張って、頑張って。If you liked this video, please click on the like button and subscribe and click on the notifications so you don't miss the songs that are coming up next. Itadakimasu. Are you ready for Janken? Janken pon. I call the shot. If you had rock, kata. If you had paper, maketa. 大丈夫。じゃあね。